you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching what was a live broadcast on ustream.tv. If you'd like to join in the chat sometime, go to ustream.tv, search for Inky Obsessions, and click follow, and you should get notified whenever I go live. I have a bunch of ladies here already. I've got Kathy just joined, Virginia. Hey, Joan. So, all right. I think I'm good. All right. So I sprayed these with a sealer, and they came out nice and glossy. You can see that? This was that Krylon, oh hell, what's it called? Oh, jeez. Kmart varnish. It's for watercolor, among other things, but watercolor's right on the label. And it worked pretty good. It didn't, nothing ran. I also sealed that gesso board. Where's that? The one I did, and then did another layer over it, and then added some celestial stuff to kind of make it like a galaxy-ish thing. I think I'm going to paint the sides black. But this, I don't know if you can see the finish on that. That's that same spray. So, hey Kat, hey Dot. But yeah, they came out really nice and shiny, shinier than they already were. So I had a couple things in mind that I thought I might do. This one is so cool. We're getting ready to paint upstairs. And I'm going to paint a really... Oh, hell, that's got a fingerprint in it. I could actually cut that edge off really close and then gesso the panel. I was going to put it on some of those wood-mounted cradled panels, like this one. But this was gesso board. I would just get the plain wooden panels and then black gesso around the edges. Hey, Linda. Florida, Linda. Oh, yeah. Hope you're in a all clear place down there, Linda. But I was just going to mount them to some boards. And this one is so cool. I might just mount it like this. So I was thinking, yeah, here, see my fingerprints in there. Well, it's there. And that black, I could just cut a skinny piece of that black off, which will make it, these are 9 by 12, and it'll make it a little bit shorter than the board. But if I black gesso around the edges of the board, no one would be the wiser. But this should go fairly well with the real pale, I think it's called Break Time. It's a Sherwin-Williams color that I was looking at. And it's like the lightest kind of turquoise that's up in this area up here, real pale. So I might save this one for its special place on a board all of its own. And then these other ones, I thought about taking similar colored ones. That's almost funny, isn't it? Yeah, it looks like a Portuguese man of war. Hey, Jen. So I thought, I mean, I have to laugh out loud myself when I say they're kind of similarly colored. You think? But I was thinking about either like taking 3 of these and doing like a triptych, mounting them for somewhere upstairs the same way, or I don't know, cutting them up in strips and kind of like making it almost like a mosaic on maybe a long skinny board. I can't decide what I want to do. I thought I knew what I was going to do, and then when I thought about the logistics of it, I got all hosed up and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. But these are just so really cool in person and interesting that I might save these 3 and do something like that. I just might. And these were older ones that I had done. these didn't have any of the creamer pigments in it. These were different ones that I had done with the Schminka powders, the Trocol bronze powders that I sprinkled in there. This is one of the ones that goes up there. But anyway, I thought, and then I thought about maybe I could incorporate on one of these panels some of these. I remember these painted papers I did on that red rosin paper where I used my stencils and some 3D gel. And then I painted them with metal paint. You can see the copper around the edges. And I put that patina stuff on here and then let them sit until it dried up and see what I got there. But I thought those colors, oddly enough, could mingle in with some of those colors up in those prints, right? To give it a little bit of different texture and layering. And then maybe I thought I could pop some circles out of some of those and lay those over top of the mosaic squared parts. Florida Linda, what part of Florida are you in? And here's some of these other ones. This would be a nice contrast to those colors. That's one of my favorites with that copper paint. I've got this in that one long painting that I did with collage. Okay, and here's an old one I dug out that's got some real subtle. Come here, babe. Come here, when you come up. Come here with Mama. Mojo, that's you, darling. Where's my puppy? Come here, babe. Well, she'll make. Come here, baby. Come on. Come and see Mama. Come on, baby's bed. Come on, baby's bed. Go under. There you go. That's a good girl. Okay, hon. Okay. All right. This is real subtle, but there are pictographs in there. This is not showing up as green as it is. That patina coppery, you know, when copper patinas. Uh-oh. Safari content quit. Oh, well, I'm on Chrome, so I should be okay. Lordy. Hey, May. Between Lauderdale and West Palm. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Is Florida Linda? Is that Linda Freyer? I mean, that's about where Coral Springs is, I think. I can't remember. Oh, okay, it is. I'm glad to see you online. I saw where you lost a couple of screens though, but if that's the worst of it, thank goodness. This is corrugate that I painted, and but I thought that would be kind of interesting to weave those bits of this stuff in and out of there if I do that. These are old ones that I did that I sprayed with that. Oh, there they go on the floor. I sprayed with that sealer. Babe, he'll be back in a minute. Listen to Babe crying. Dave ran up to the store. Yeah, what a nasty, terrible storm. But anyway, until I get in my head what I want to do, I'm just going to play. And I have some bigger Yupo paper. I have an idea of doing 11 by 14 on one of those boards and maybe making that the centerpiece and then putting 2 of the 9 by 12s on either side of it. I haven't ordered the board yet. So I thought that would maybe loosen me up. But this, I want to show you this. This is what Sandra sent me. She heard her talk about the In and Out journals. It's 140-pound watercolor paper. But it's really cool. Let's see if I can show you guys. Each sheet is perforated, but it also has like a happy planner sort of a punch on it where you can take it out, work on it, and then put it back in your journal. In and Out, hence the name. Right, so, yeah, Denise, babes. Missing Dave's big toe for a headrest. Good Lord. I'm telling you, that dog. And then I got a little happy mail from Jamie. I won her card lottery. And she sent me a little note. A little cutout. And this cute little ATC. Looks like she's got some stickles on there. Whiskey bet and stadium bound. And the Ravens are winning. At least the last time I looked at the channel. So, has anybody heard from Eileen? I know she went north and I think west of Orlando, if I'm remembering correctly. So hopefully she's out of harm's way. I have a friend of mine. It's actually, she's about Chelsea's age, that lives in Naples. And since they weren't ordered to evacuate when Irma first started coming this way, and people in the East Coast evacuated to Naples, then it switched and went a little bit further west. Then they couldn't get out. So she and a friend of hers and I think her friend's mother and all of their pets are hunkered down somewhere. And I hope to God they're far enough away from the surge that's coming and safe. But yeah, they might be in a position where they're well, I don't know. They might. I don't know if I was going to say they might be losing power. She's probably, knowing her, she's probably at Disney or something. So I started to put together a palette of full pans in my favorites, and then I ran out of full pans. So I got to remember to order more daggone pans. But these are still wet. So I need to put these somewhere safe to dry. I think I'm going to put them in a drawer and just let them sit in this drawer. That should work. All right. Okay. So I have some. I know I actually have my television down here. I have it on and I have the volume set at like 1 or 2 so I can just keep an eye on it. Kramer has 100 full pans for $20. Oh, really? Yeah, empty, of course. This is bigger than I have been using. I've been using 9 by 12. These are 11 by 14. So I thought if I put, not this one particularly, but, you know, made a triptych with 2 of the smaller ones on the sides and a bigger one in the middle, maybe. I don't know. I know Naples is going to really get nailed. I just went over Marco Island. I used to know somebody, an old boss of mine used to live there, but I've lost track of him. I don't know if he's still there or not. But yeah, hopefully it won't distract me. It's so, all the time I spent on the ocean and boats and stuff, and many times in Hatteras, we had to run the boat out of a hurricane and go through the Pamlico Sound and up into part of the intercoastal in a place called Coinjock, Virginia, where they used to call it Hurricane Hole, where all the charter boats the captains would run their boats out of harm's way up there and lay low, lash everything down for the duration, and then head back down. And I've done that many times. One year, we actually did that 3 times. We ran from hurricanes, and it'll beat the crap out of you too, because you're going right into, you know how it counter rotates, right? So we're on Hatteras out here, and the outer bands, it's storms coming up. Pamlico Sound is here, and Coinjock's here. So we're taking it right in the face as it comes around like this, getting the crap beat out of us for about 9 hours. Really rough on the Sound, and the Sound's shallow. So instead of being big rolling waves like in the ocean, like where we usually are, it's one of those beat the crap out of Patti rides. I was younger then and could take it. It would kill me now, but anyway, brings back a lot of memories. So I'm going to make a big one. And I guess it doesn't matter what I do because it all comes out looking pretty cool. I just got to stick with my colors again. And I don't know, let's see what happens. This is the acrylic brush that I used for my inks the other day when I was spreading the inks around. So I don't need that. The black ink, which on Yupo, none of the inks stayed black. So, hopefully, when I go to do that again, I'm going to try going back to this creamer watercolor. I can't remember where I used that. I think I used it on this one that really grayed out, but I think this one grayed out. This is the one I went back and put black on a second layer because I had so many metallics in it. Like, see where this is? I put the black down and then I put like the lagoon over it or the rose gold over it. So it would show more, but it did show more, but it obliterated the black that I wanted. And this is with a second layer of black on it. And I don't remember what I put on the second layer. If that was, that watercolor, liquid watercolor, or acrylic ink? I don't know. No idea. So, let me have a little spritz here on some of my colors. And let's have a little go. Yeah, it's saying now that all of Marco Island is without power. All right. I don't know how many videos start out with this corner getting painted with this color. I just go for my favorites first. Can't help myself. Plus, now I got to do it because I got to make it match for my idea, right? So, this is dioxazine purple. Get that to get in there and start playing nice. Michael's has polymer clay. Buy one, get one free. Oh. Now who's the bad girl enabler? Oh, hell, I don't have any of my, I cleaned out my palette, and I don't have any of my stuff in there. So that's juniper green. I want those. Those are inks. P.H. Martin's. And I want some of this amethyst. This is good stuff. This is that Peerless liquid. All right, trying to get that out of my eyedropper. All right, good enough. Good enough. So where did I put that? I put that right there, right? Break that up a little bit and see what happens there. That's the I just said it, Peerless. Thank you, Jan. I'll take that as a compliment. All right, let's get some Luna Blue working in here. I should put some of those in one of these pans so I have it mixed up. I bring in a little bit. Makes you wonder what the heck is going on with these crazy weather phenomenon that's happening recently between Texas and having 3 active hurricanes in the same general region, I mean worldwide, in the Gulf and in the Atlantic, and then the earthquake in Mexico. I'm like, holy moly, what's happening here? The eye is, it moved, I think it's off of Marco and heading to Naples right now, last I heard. Center of Irma just inland near Naples. I've got Fox News on in the background. Oops, I spilled it. That's not good. I'm going to get some more oops, contamination. I'm going to flick. Gusts 131 miles an hour at Naples Airport. I forget what that is. Oh, that's the, I know what that is. Don't tell me I know. That's the P.H. Martin Violet going in there. Oh, that's the one that makes that really crazy color when that blue, that juniper green and the violet mix. Oh, magic. Trust me on that one. Oh, my channel says 131, Kathy, and yours is saying 151. I think, huh, it's a Cat 3, so that would be even a big gust for 20 miles an hour more, but who knows? Got a fingerprint on there. Scrub that bad boy out. We get some lagoon in here. Oops, I'm contaminating that too. Of course, this one I put the black bristles in there. You can really see the blue come out of there. Hey, Jean. Wow, they're showing some stills now. I don't know where that is. Why the hell would people be out there walking in that waist deep water right along the coast with waves crashing? I mean, I used to be kind of a badass when I was young, but geez, you got to be a little bit smart. Just a little. They're saying the storm surge can happen so fast. Hey, Melissa. You can try hitting the refresh button, Melissa. See if that helps you out. What kind of device are you watching on? Oops. Keep pulling these. I'm not sure about this palette that I did here. I don't know how long that's going to be with me. The magnet, maybe I just have to put different magnets in it. I don't know. Good Lord, the screen is like, I glance up the TV, the screen's like white. It's just white. All right, let's get some more lagoon going in there. Patti, I had to stop watching yesterday. I was watching live cam streams from Key West. Too many idiots. Oh, God. Yeah, they're invincible, you know. I'm guessing that they were on the East Coast because it's not as bad as the pictures they're showing currently in Naples. So, wow, look at that purple chasing that lunar blue out of the way. That didn't stand a chance. Need more lunar blue. Give it a chance to fight back. It takes a little bit more of this down here. And then maybe more June. I wish these colors looked on screen like they look here for me, because I'm telling you, this juniper green, if you like turquoise, this is the bomb. It's like the perfect bright blue-green turquoise color, in my opinion. Ooh, that one kind of got boring there, didn't it? We'll fix that. Let's go back to rose gold. And let's get something going in here, maybe along that ridge. Down there a little bit. This is Yupo, Jean. Yupo. Now I'm going to hit that. This is pretty much dried. That turquoise. That actually dries pretty fast. That's the fallow turquoise. And I'm just going to mist that a little bit and let something happen there. You know what? I don't like what happened there. I'm going to have to do something about that. Darn it. This is some really cool stuff going on in there. I don't want to lose that pigment off my brush. Huh. Let me put a little more of that. Do I want to go back in there and do that, or just leave it? I don't know. Maybe it needs more water. Ooh, look at that. Wow. That's cool. That's chasing everything out of the way. Hello, lover. Wow. Pretty cool. Very cool stuff going on here. Oh, good Lord. Babe stampeded me. Do you know you're stepping on Mommy's feet, right? Wow. Landfall on Marco Island. So, is it a process with paperwork and a... Oh, sorry. I'm reading something. Hey, Safia. Oh, Lord. That figures. Phone rings when Dave's not here. That's his sister. She's going to have to wait.
Call from Jess and Linda.
That's pretty cool. Let me see if I can bring you any further to maybe see bits of what's happening here. Let me get it on my board. I can move it to let it. I get some of this yummy going on there. I think I like doing this because it's mindless and it takes no talent. And it can't not look good. I'm going to sit this here and let this start to dry. There we go. That might just look marvelous. Maybe I should do a second one just in case that one doesn't come out the way I want it. Oh, Jean, are you moving? Thanks, Judy. Thanks, Linda, Jan. They're just, I just love them. I mean, if you have the eye for realism, you know, not everybody's going to like everything. That's why it's art. It's subjective and everything is right that you do, right? No mistakes. But man, I really like them. Apparently something I've splatted and gotten all over my clean palette already. All right, let's do another one. Just real quickie like. Hey Mo, what you doing, Mojo? You come to see Mama. This is a different color than I normally put in the corner. This is juniper green. These pigments use Radiant Rain, not Radiant Rain, the PH Martin Radiance. They really are strong and would go a long way, but not the way I use them. Oh, for assisted living. Oh, that would be nice, Jean. That sounds like that would probably be a big help for you. Here, Dave's back. That'll shut Babe up. Your little sissy was crying for you as soon as you left.
I guess she was crying for me.
Because she was standing at the basement door whimpering like a big sissy.
She's mad.
Because you're leaving us?
She sees me packing up.
I know. I should specify he's traveling on a trip. He's not leaving us. Yeah, that would be great. And now is it certain that you can get in there, Jean? Or is that something you have to apply and wait to find out about? Did you get what you needed, babe?
Yeah. I just got some tape on my foot.
Good. Good. Let's get some rose gold in here too somewhere. Maybe some splats of that. Listen to her yappity, yappity, yappity.
Bebop. Come here. Hey, where are you? Come here.
No wonder they're brats. He spoils them rotten. Well, hopefully it works out for you. That would be awesome.
Let's go upstairs. Everybody upstairs.
Get some more lunar blue mixed up. This pigment, I've said this every time I use it, I'm sure. But it's so cool. When you mix it, it looks like it's black. It's kind of off screen though, isn't it? It looks like it's black, and as soon as it starts to settle, you see the turquoise and black separate. Very interesting pigment. And all these brush marks will move out and flatten out because it's just slick paper that is not porous. So it's just laying wet on there and keeps moving. Oh, wow. Look at that. Can you see what that lunar blue's done already? Focus. Work with me. Ah, I'll have to show you when I can actually move it around. Oh, look at that. Now it looks like the turquoise is pushing back into the purple. Let me bring you in to watch that. That's pretty cool. What's happening right there. See all these fingers that came up there where it's like pushing back? Let's see what it does over here. Wow. You can't hate it, people. You can't. You can try. Okay, let's get some of this darker purple over here. This one's the Peerless. And this one did cool stuff, as I remember. Yes, it did. Get some more metallics in here. Well, I still got some movement. Where do I want to put it? In here? It's really cool. That rose gold that I kind of mix up from the creamer dry pigments, it's really cool how it almost like smooths things out. Like, see how this looks like a blurry, smooth metallic? It's not a real gritty pigment, right? It's just really like, see how that kind of pushes and flattens stuff out? And you can really see it. Where's that one? Crap. Well, you can see it here too. But so it looks like I'm putting it in there and well, I am putting it in there like that, dropping it like that, but it will move and smooth stuff out. Let's do some, it was kyanite that I had in there before that looked really cool, wasn't it? I think that's this one. Is that kyanite? It's a light gray, but it's got sparkles in it when it dries. It's kind of cool. This is one that's hard to lift out of the pans, though. It takes some work to get a good amount of pigment out of there. To try to get it darkened up a little bit, but that'll have its way. Oh, I must have. Did I miss something? Let's see. Oh, there we go. I thought I saw some capitals rolling on my. Hope to see this polymer cake project soon. Think it's in our future. I could probably whip something up sometime soon. Oh, now they're going to gang up on me. I see what's happening. That's all right. I'm here to serve. I just am so addicted to doing these. It's just, maybe because it's mindless and I've had so much stress lately, that it's easy for my brain to get around it. Let's put some of this juniper green. Let's just make a whole streak of that down here because that'll blend that, pull that purple and do crazy things with that. And scrub that fingerprint out. I'm kind of off screen because I got you. Hang on, I'll pop you out a couple. There we go. Let's see. I need to get some more metallics in there. Let's go to the lagoon since I got this turquoisey stuff going on here. And let's do, what's that? Oh, let's get some dioxazine. That's what I don't have. Did you see pictures on Facebook of the Bahamas where the water was sucked away from the islands and people were jumping off of, a guy was jumping off of a pier onto dry sand with seashells laying there? Mother Nature is really cool and powerful. That's why I like to watch them. All the stuff that we've seen on the water and where we had to run to get out of the way of these daggone things. It's just interesting to me. I hate to see the devastation of, God forbid, any lives or property. Property you can't hardly, that's going to happen. That's the least of it. What am I going to put in that hole? You know, I'm thinking maybe some lunar blue would be the way to go. That one, Linda, you pointed it out. I didn't see it until you said it. That one where that lunar blue swirled around with that other, I think it was a turquoise it was near, and it looked like an angel wing. So I try to get this laid down in the hole first and then start touching this stuff because crazy things can happen as soon as they start to touch each other and mingle. Let's do that. See what happens there. That might look too contrived. I might have to blur that back out again. Yeah, plus add the all those disasters, Gene, and then add the earthquake in Mexico. It's like somebody's trying to get our attention, I think. This looks really cool, I gotta tell you. But this feels kind of boring in there. What do I want to do in there? Oh, wow, that looks awesome, though. I don't want to mess that up. Maybe I'll just have to let that, I'll have to settle for that. Do I want to put, do I have enough metallics in there? Maybe I do. You can never be too sure, can you? This is really pretty right in here up close where you can see the gold pigment laying underneath of that purple paint. Yes, it do. I just did that because I didn't want to waste that gold pigment. All right. All right. This right here. Does anybody remember what purple that was? That was dioxazine, wasn't it? That's what that was. Look what's happening with that turquoise and purple. I can't tilt it great so you can see that. There you go. You can see it a little bit, the flash of that blue, that Pacific Lagoon pigment in there. Oh, oh my goodness. And we got some lunar blue action up in there. This camera's driving me batshit crazy that it won't focus right anymore. But this right down here, and I'm going to hit the cable in the camera. I'm trying to get down here to show you what's happening. Yeah, we're probably going to have to wait till that dries. Maybe it's, oh shit. Shit. Hang on. That's right. I said it, and I'm going to say it again. I just made a little boo-boo when I laid one next to the other one. Try to throw something in there to patch that up a little bit. Dang on it. So, I don't have the right size panel to glue one of these on just clean. But you know what? I have a 12 by 12. And this is 9 by 12. I wonder what it would look like if I black gessoed it and had just a wider black border, 1.5 inches on each side, to take this out to 12. Or, I wonder if I could take strip, does that look right? Like a 3-inch, 1.5-inch strip of this on either side. Oops, I'm out. Hang on. Camera's all screwed up. Hold on. Hold the fort. You know, to cut like 1.5-inch strip of this, like this, and let that frame it on either side. I don't know. I'm getting itchy to do it now. Getting itchy. Let me go find one of those boards. Hang on. What happened here? 12 by 12. That's gesso. Do I have any just wood ones? Gesso. Crap. What size is that? 10 by 20. That's just wood. Oh, what size is that? Why do these have to be so difficult to get to? I have to rearrange this. Oh, 6 by 12s. 6 by 12. And they're 9 by 12. Huh. Okay, my brain's racing now. Hang on. Speak amongst yourselves while I figure out what the hell I'm doing. 8 by 10. 6 by 6. 10 by 10. 12 by 16. Nope, I said it again. What is this one? 8 by 16. Oh, 12 by 12. 11 by, oh, there's an 11 by 14. That's just a wooden one. 11 by 14. And this, oh, that's not the right kind. That's a canvas textured panel, whatever the hell that is. 10 by 20. Then I have a bunch of long skinny ones. So what we will do, I can see another rainy day project coming up here where I have to sort this shit out. Oh, I said it again. How many times in a couple hours can I say shit? Ay, ay, ay. So the only 12 by 12s I have are gesso board, and that might be okay. So, all right, let me bring this around. See what my choices are. I couldn't do the 11 by 14 yet because they're still drying and I got to spray them. But I have these, 3 of them, and they're 6 by 12, and these prints are 9 by 12. Apparently a little larger because it's hanging off about 1/4 of an inch. I have to pick out my favorite areas and then lose the rest. I don't know. But I do have an 11 by 14 one. So put that over here in the to-do pile. But what I was thinking is, hang on. Here's the 12 by 12. And here's this. So if I painted, I'm going to paint the edges black. And if I painted just the perimeter, so if anything stuck out, it would be black. Good Lord, there's a man, Joe Drew, riding out the storm on his boat. Well, I hope it doesn't end up in the Everglades. So I'm thinking that if I did this, right? Let me get rid of this label so that doesn't disrupt my field of vision. Has anybody heard from Gayla? I know it's not up to her yet in Georgia where she is, but I know she posted a couple times on Facebook about the storm. I haven't noticed her in chat, but I haven't really been watching either. No kidding. So, what I was thinking is, maybe I can show you now that see that little bit right there that's mussed up with a fingerprint? There you go. There's the evidence right there. Can't get out of it now. Oh, 142-mile-an-hour gusts at Naples Airport. So, if I cut the slightest edge off of there, and this end's okay, but that corner, like the paint didn't hit that little tip of a corner, and that would just kind of go away there, but it wouldn't look square. So I think I maybe take a little edge off of that. And oh Lordy, I need longer arms. So that's truly 12 by 12. So there we got 1.5 inches on each side. Oh, good. I'm glad they're getting prepared. See what I'm thinking. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cut this up so I can actually dry fit it and see what it looks like. Because if it looks good, get out to gel medium. Less thinking and more cutting. So, let's see. 1.5 right there. I'll make it just a little shy than that, right? Sound like a zipper. 1.5. A little shy. Right? Okay. Okay, so I did it. I cut it up. And now, you know what? I'm going to cut the little edges off of this while I have my cutter out here. All right, I'm going to cut. Bye-bye fingerprint. There we go. Did I get it all? Nope, another hair. Darn it. Okay, and then this, I'm going to cut off just enough to get down to that flat edge of that black right there. Right? All right. Oh, look at that, how that left that white edge there. What the hell? Oh, now that's going to piss me off. Was that the fingerprint end or the other end? There, that came out clean. That was strange. That is strange. Strange things happen, eh? With this stuff. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. If I put this somewhere in this vicinity, and I'm going to paint black all underneath of it. Well, not all underneath of it, but around the edges. And then this, I love this copper showing up there. Isn't that cool? These are really cool up close if you can see them. So I think what I did was I painted the ridges of this with purple. And what the hell did I do down here? But you can see all that patina stuff. Must have been copper or something. And the patina, you know, turns at that green that copper turns when it patinas. But this was a test piece, so I did part of it. I don't know what the hell I did, but I did part of it that way and part of it the rusted way. Now I'm sorry I didn't do it all like this, but I can do more. I can do more. So the purple is up here. Do I flip it so one's purple up and down like that? I have to trim that a little bit. Like that a little bit. No, I can't make my fingers work so good. I don't know. Really kind of a contrast with this rough corrugate and then those smooth wispy. I kind of like it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Oh, you like it with the borders like that? I think I do too. Huh. All right, let's tack it and work painting. Close my watercolors up there so I don't get those too hosed up. My brushes out of the way. And this out of the way. Thanks, Sophia and everybody. I'll get some black gesso. I guess I want to use, sweet Lord. Ay, hang on. It's going to be a big bang. Big bang theory coming up to open my damn jar. I always put Vaseline in these things too, but as you can see, there we go. Okay, cool. Cool. All right, we're in agreement. Okay, gesso brush. I love these. I got these at Queen's Ink, and I've never seen them anywhere else. But they're a Princeton bristle brush. I guess I never really looked for them. But it's 5650 F like Frank dash S like Sam is the number of it. Oh, look, it focused. How lovely. Yeah, right, June. Jean, rather. Get my frustrations out banging that lid. All right, I'm just going to paint the edges with black gesso. Today I got kind of nervous with looking upstairs. Florida Linda, the picture you posted that I asked you about what color of paint. That was gorgeous, but I looked at that color. I got swatches of that color, and I brought them home and put it on the wall. It looks like it's going to suck up a little bit too much light, and it doesn't match with some of the artwork that I have up there already. It's too much of a grayed down color. And so I went, well, I think I'm going to go with one called Break Time. It's in the same kind of family, but it's a tiny bit brighter and lighter. And I got a quart of it, and I've painted like 3 or 4 swatches on the walls. And I found curtains I wanted. I got the curtains on a really good sale. I think this lady screwed up when she gave me the price on these curtains. But I think it'll really brighten it up. It always seems like we don't have a lot of daylight because, well, in the back we have that sunroom built on the dining room, so that's all undercover and shaded. I don't know if the color that's there now just sucks up the light. I don't know. It always seems dark, so I was trying to brighten it up. So I painted these swatches on 3 areas, and then I start looking around at the color that it is and how everything everything else blends so nicely with it. And I thought, maybe I'm making a mistake changing the color, because I'll have to change, a lot of the artwork out, which, of course, I can replace with my own stuff in that color family pretty easily. Oh, they're showing where the eye just passed over Naples, and the guy's standing out there with the calm weather right now before the other side kicks in, and that's when the surge should happen. God bless them. And then I thought, oh crap, maybe I should have painted a piece of paper and taped it up there instead of painting the friggin' wall, because now I'm kind of committed. And then I thought, oh man, all these things I gotta kind of like. I don't know. But it will brighten it up. You weren't here in time to come over for the cookout, were you, Linda? I forget who all was here. I don't know if you've been here or not. I don't think you have. But the color that's up there now is I think it's a Benjamin Moore color called Bagel. It's kind of like almost a dark yellow ochre-ish color. It's not yellow. It's more of a warm gold kind of color. And then I had the furniture was basically brown, and I had pops of red, and every once in a while a little pop of turquoise in there. Um, so this will really change the whole look of it. So I'm hoping that that's going to work out okay. Was she following you around?
Yeah. She just,
She whenever Dave's or I are going to go away, but mostly Dave, when he goes, Babe and Mojo both, they realize something's going on when they see him start packing his bag. And now she's like glued to him. She is following her daddy around like, wait a minute, I see what's happening here. You know what I'm gonna do? Just another, I should probably just cover this whole front, shouldn't I? And get a smooth coat, get it all off my brush anyway. There, let's just do it and get it over with. All right. What the hell is that? Get off of there. Got a little booger. Oh, that's funny. You had bagel prior to the rain. We're in the same color track. So, all right, there we go.
hey, when you cut up onions and everything, you didn't use none of these onions I bought, did you?
No, I used what we had upstairs.
Well, I have a piece still here.
This is no, it's not a canvas, Joan. This is a gesso board. It's a cradled board. I'm gonna get my heat gun out and dry this so I can handle it. Hang on. But I'm just gessoing it to hide the edges. Heat gun. If anything sticks out, it'll kind of, you won't see that stark white that was behind it. So I'd have rather had just the plain wood board, I think. Well, the gesso boards are more expensive, of course, and I'm wasting one. But Marco Island has been told to evacuate up to highest levels now. Is that with the surge, Kathy? The high levels of the surge? It ain't getting out now. Surges. Oh my God! 11 hurricanes caused storm surges 15 to 28 feet high from Gulf Coast. Oh, that's from going way back. That's historical. Okay. Good Lord. What a mess. Kathy, Dragonfly Smiles Kathy is in Iowa, Jean, if that's what you're asking. Oh, the surge. Oh my God. Camille, wow, in Mississippi, 24.6 feet surge. Good God. That's what, it was a storm surge that flooded my mom and dad during Isabel 13 or so years ago. It was a category 5 for quite a while coming up the coast. And then by the time it reached the Chesapeake, it was dropped to a tropical storm. So I just called them one more time, and they said they were fine and went to bed that night. And Skip called me that morning, and he said, don't panic. They're okay, but Mom and Dad are flooded. And he said, you can't get to them. You can't drive anywhere near where they are. And but they're fine. He said, I left a little while ago to come and check on the house, and he said, I'm coming back with my boat. So I packed up, put on a bathing suit, a pair of shorts and shoes I knew were going to get wet, packed my purse and a change of clothes in a plastic bag, and drove as close as I could get and walked down one of the side streets. Their street's like a big letter C like this around the water. They're actually on the waterfront. And then they have 3 or 4 streets that just feed down into it. Looks like a big letter E almost. So I went to one of the middle streets, parked up on the main highway. Well, it's not a highway, it's a 4-lane road. And I walked halfway down the side street and I hit water. No, Jean, she was talking about Florida. She was giving us updates on what's going on in Florida. There's nothing going on in Iowa that involves a storm surge anyway. But anyway, by the time I got down to where their street was, I got down to the end and I had to walk around. Well, I couldn't walk. I had to swim. So to keep all my stuff dry, I had to flip over on my back and hold it over my head and went kicking down the street. And I remember my dad was out in the front porch. I kept looking over my shoulder to see if I could see any movement of anybody. And I heard my dad's voice holler, "Shug, is that you?" I said, "It's me, Dad." He said, "Good Lord." So anyway, yeah, that was, but it was a surge that got him. That's the whole meaning of that story. It was the surge that caused the problem to flood like that. And I don't remember I don't know if it was, how high the surge was then. But it flooded through their house and 10 houses back in the development. And they've been there for 50 years and had water up to the house before, but never had it go past the house and back into the neighborhood. It was just a perfect storm. The storm surge from that counter rotation for days, taking all that ocean and throwing it up and it catching in the mouth of the bay and pushing it up the bay. And the storm surge hit at the same time as high tide did. And we were ski-rooed. I had to get there, Joan. And so that was quite the mess, but could have been worse. All right, I'm going to let this go like that. If I have to touch it up on the sides, I will. So I'm going to put this on the side. I'm going to get some gel medium. Where are you, gel medium? Matte medium. I'd like 3D gloss gel. What? Permanent, flexible, heavy body with a gloss finish. Adds body to paint. I don't want that. Hang on while I dig through my mini mediums. Molding paste, polymer gloss, crackle paste. Oh, I know that one is a gel. Hang on. Whoops, super heavy gloss gel medium. There we go. That sounds like it'll do the trick. Oh, Lord. So now I'm thinking, daughter of the year. Hey. Oh, that's really thick. But I guess that'll work, right? Super heavy gel. Let me look a little further. That might be a little too super for just one sheet of Yupo. Too super duty. Glazing medium. Super heavy gloss. How do I have 2 of those? Matte medium. I don't like that one. I don't like that one. Yes, paste. 3D matte gel. I don't want the 3D gels. Finnavar. I like them, but that's not what I want. Self-leveling. Iridescent medium. Sweet Lord. Gesso spray. Glass bead gel. So, light molding paste. Oh, you know what would look cool on here down the edges that I'm not going to do right now? Hang on, I missed a big message here. Who's this? Yeah, some of those storms are just so massive, there's like nothing you can do to get away from it. You know, and back then they didn't have the systems and the radar and all that stuff like we do now. Um, you know how I did that crackle paste, couple crackle paste canvases that I watched the Abismo do? Um, Maria Fondler, who trades as Abismo. Um, that would look really cool on one of these down the sides. But I'm not going to do that now. So this is just regular matte medium. Oh, Lord. Uh-oh, palm tree listing to the right. Oh, God. How long is it supposed to be like this for you, Linda? So I need the brush. What do I need? Let me try one of these. I think will work okay. That's about the right stiffness, I believe. So this is really, really, really thick. And that's the super heavy gloss. This is just the matte medium I use for collage. Finest polymers for our artist matte medium. Used to decrease surface sheen when mixed with acrylic paints. Liberal amounts will increase the transparency. Used as an extender, adhesive, and transfer medium. Huh. Anybody have an opinion? Of course, I can't read with my glasses on. Heavy body consistency drop. Brilliant gloss impasto color with oil-like drag. Retains high peaks. Well, I probably should go with this one. That's what I'm thinking. Speak now or forever hold your peace. You're about to watch me screw up if you don't tell me now. So I'm thinking I should put this one down first. Because I got to let it wiggle a little bit, right? I got to get it centered top and bottom. There's that. Inch and a half. Well, I don't need to measure it now because I'm going to have to take it off and put it back on there, right? And then I can flip it over and use a razor knife and cut off whatever might, not this, this isn't going to hang over, but if these do, right? Am I thinking right? We'll see. Here goes nothing, people. Let me back this out a little bit more. 3 confirmed dead, 2 southeast of Tampa, and 1 in Key West. You know, I wondered when you're hearing all this stuff if with the hurricane, you know, a lot of times these people have just ridden it out. They're so used to seeing them, and then sometimes hey Kimmy, sometimes the predictions are not quite as accurate, and they go to all this time and expense and costs of evacuating or moving or boarding up, and then like it shifts and nothing happens. And I can see where living in a place like that where you do that repeatedly would get kind of frustrating and just like, screw it. If it's my number, I'm going. But I think it's because of Texas, what people just witnessed and are still witnessing in Texas, that got a lot more people's attention. That's my opinion. I don't know. I just think that might have something to do with it. Okay, less talk and more glowing. Here goes nothing, people. Oh boy, here we go. All right, whatever. Here we go. Well, I wasn't going to try to get that glue to the edge, but there's no way I'm going to get a straight bead on that. So however matte this dries, at least it'll be, man, these bristles are a little stiff. And it's kind of sucking in. All right, I'm not talking much because I guess Patty agree with that. I used several. Yeah, right. I mean, you just get tired of like, crap. I mean, that happened to us a lot of times when we were in Hatteras with our boat. You know, we'd run to Hurricane Hole and it would not be that bad. But Hatteras gets hit so much. It kind of sticks out like an elbow the further target off coast in that area. And if anything comes by there, anywhere close to it, it just snags it. And all right. I want to get enough of this on here, then I'll smooth it out a little bit more. I'm trying to keep it wet until I get all 3 pieces on there. Oop. And wet enough so that it'll slide around so I can get this centerpiece on here where I want it. Kind of oddball it. I'm not going to measure, you know that. Okay. All right, so I'm not watching chat, so hold on to your questions if you have any. I want to try to get this on here before this starts to dry too much. Okay. It's got to come this way a little tiny bit. All right, that's pretty close, actually. All right, now, how am I gonna, should I use a brayer? Do I have a clean one? This one's fairly clean. All right, that didn't screw up anything too bad. All right, now I'm gonna turn this way so I can try to get this. That's like exact right up here, but it's a little further away down there. There we go. It's a little long. I have to cut a little snippet on that end off of there. And this side. pretty grabby. That's too late. There actually is a smidge right here down this side where something was a little off of the measurement, but I don't think that'll show that much. And as of now, it is pretty much permanent. I could always take something and put like one of those, what I used to call those tribal sticks that I make with clay, you know, and lay one of those down here as an accent. Ooh, that sounds kind of cool, actually. Hold on. Hold that thought. Maybe not. That might be too much, but I'll see how it dries. But just as a, you know, for shits and giggles thing. Not this one. I don't like this one, how the sparklies came out on that one. But, you know, something like that. Kind of ish. I have a whole bunch of them that I've made out of air dry clay and not painted yet. Hang on, let me move this to safety. That's kind of cool though. I like that. Maybe I will paint turquoise. So this is a bunch of air dry clay stuff. Now see, I'm going to root in here and then I'm going to get the hankering to do clay again. I don't know. What's this? That's just a little painted. Whoop, hello. That was air dry clay that's got a little, what do you call it? That actually looks kind of cool in there though. Gotta tell you. I don't like this one. I don't like the way that one came out. It's too turquoise. Can't believe I said those words. Here's something like that. Huh. Interesting. We'll audition a few of these, but I'm not going to glue anything down until I see it. I don't know about that. So that one's got a little, do some clay. Everybody's sick of watercolors, I guess. That one actually matches pretty well. Wrong colors. Ooh, but that's cool. You know what? Anything laying it over there is looking pretty cool. I got to tell you. Let's see. This air dry clay is so light, like you don't even feel it in your hand. Only thing is, it doesn't dry flat. See what I mean? How torqued that is? Too turquoise. I know, right, Virginia? Somebody call 911. Oh, look at this little guy. He's a patina clay piece that I did. If he wouldn't look so evil, I could stick him on there. He look mean. Oh, remember these? Very interesting. When that dries a couple minutes, I'll pull some of these back in. Oh, these are leaves. I think, Jan, if you're still here, I think you're the one that told me to do this or mentioned doing this. These little leaves are done in a silicone mold, and I just poured the Color Art Ultra Metallics, that's the cashmere, and just let it sit there for a couple days until it dried, and then pulled it out. I got little leaves. That's too copper, probably. Oh, we got a little mermaid. Oh, I got a mermaid tail in here. I know I do. Oh, that one's kind of cool. Let's just have a little rummage through here. Oh, here's one I did in silver. That's just paint that dried. So it's real flexible. Right? Aren't they cool? Donna and I took a class at the Queen's Ink, And this woman had her own line of stamps. I forget her name. Oops, I probably should put the lid on that. But we bought some of her stamp sheets and she pressed them into air dry clay and made really cool, funky embellishments. And there's one done in the copper. All right, let's, ooh. That's two something. This one, I always like this one. Focus, there we go. Then you can see the real details of that. But her stamps were really rustic and I forgot making half of the stuff. Use some acrylic paint in my alpha mold instead of selling it. Yeah, try it. This was a cool design too. What the hell that is. I'll never in hell's half acre get these. That was a fail. I was trying to do gold foil in it and it just looks like it's not finished, like it's broken. It didn't come out so good. In my opinion, this one came out a little bit better. Let me have another look at that. Oops. I thought I had one of these. Oh, you know what? I put it in a box, I think. I think I put it in a box. But I thought I for sure. Oh, here's a mermaid tail. There's a clay mermaid tail. With some pigments on it. But I had a few of those. Where have they all gone? This is hot glue with foil over it. You know how hot glue gets kind of sticky? So it kind of... I don't know what the hell's on there. Some kind of stickles or something on the background. Focus. There you go. I don't know. All right. Well, got a lot of sticks going on, but very few are flat enough to really use. That one's kind of interesting. It's got like the leaf design and that. Hello. Not gonna focus. All right. Oops, this is gonna harden up on the brush. Stick that in the water. All right, now just for gigs, is that all air dry clay except the hot glue? Not all of it. Some of it is polymer. Like this is polymer, and that I used with the metallic paint, and then you put the patina stuff on it and let it sit. Those are, and then these things were done at polymer clay in a mold, where I did the same thing to those and kind of just try to get them to look like metal or antique them. And the mermaid tails clay. And this mold. This mold is really hard because I like it because it was a mermaid's head with dolphins and feathers in her hair. It's like three of my favorite things. But hard to get the colors right so that you see all of that detail in it. All right. Let's call that good enough. Now let me bring this bad boy back up here. It's kind of cool. Got a little nip I got to cut off there. See where that paper's just a smidge longer right there. And this one's actually pretty close to being just right. I might have to gesso that on the edges again. It's a little bit of that glue stuck out there. But let me sit this down here and show you what I'm talking about with these. I don't know, maybe I'll see something I can't live with and not doing. But this, you're never going to see that up on a wall. You're never going to see that little strip there. Wouldn't they flatten out if you glue them down and put a book or something on it until the glue dries? Maybe. Maybe. I think you'd almost have to flatten them while they were drying. But then if you do that, then you're going to smush out the impression. I struggled with that thought. Wrong colors. Let me bring in a little bit. Let's see, I'm thinking about putting like a little something in this black spot to kind of like hang over the side there. Don't like that one. That one, nah, that's not doing anything for me. Does it do anything for you? I don't think it's doing anything for me. Here's that first piece I picked up that was just the black, but that's kind of, you gotta come in closer even, don't you? Hang on. I wanted you to get the whole thing so you had some scale in mind, but then you can't really see. You can't really see the color on that. That's kind of too small maybe, right? And too dark over that black. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to put anything on there or not, Dorothy. Nope. Here's this little goober. He won't sit straight there. Oh, it's the height difference between the corrugate and the Yupo. It's making him a little rocky. Man, I could fudge that with something if I really wanted him there. He's a little spooky, gotta tell you. I don't know. Something gold in there. Oh, you know what else? I have a whole... Hang on. How did I get foil in there? A little spiral. Wrong color. Is that possible? I don't really like this piece anyway to come out the way I wanted it to. And then there's this thing here. A little bit of a snagglepuss of a thing. It's not really... It looks better in person, actually, because you see more of the gold. Not wowing me. Hang on, I'm going to look for... Oh, hang on. Hello. What do we have here? Oh, okay, hang on. No, that would be too much. I don't need any. No, I'm not going to do that. I was looking at some of my Tyvek. Don't think that's the way to go either. I think I might just leave it like it is, actually. I don't think there's going to be anything in here that would work anyway. That's plaster of Paris and painted. I really like that I've used already. And these are kind of like wah, wah. I like that bit of purple on there actually, but this is kind of, watch, I'll keep screwing with it and scratch up the Yupo. Wouldn't that piss me off? I'm going to let it go, at least for now, and let my mind rest with what it is. I think it looks kind of cool actually. And then when it's really dry, I'll turn it over, cut off that little, wherever that is down here, zoomed in. Hang on. And with the zooming. Trim this and this and touch up any of the black. And I think I might just leave it like that. But this one is so cool up really close when that hits that light. And look how wispy it is where that pulled in from the black. And this up here, let me turn it sideways. That's that lunar blue. But look at all the detail in that. Of course, now the spray is making it kind of shiny. But look at this here. It looks like a beach, like Caribbean water washing up on a beach. And this bit down here got really interesting. Now everything's glaring. The lights are glaring and reflecting in the spray. Try to get it close enough so you can see some of the detail. There we go. That's better. All right, we're gonna let that one sit a while. I'm kind of liking that one. And you guys can go back in here. You can come out and play another day. Oh, I didn't look at this one on there, but I know I'm not gonna like that. It's too big. Nope, not needed. All right, let me get this out of my way. And let me see what's going over here if my pieces have dried yet. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh God.
Call from Sabak Zipper B.
Okay, so here's the first one we did. Look at that sucker flashing. Is that not gorge or what? Look over in here. What's going on? Like up and through there where those little wisps are happening. You can't hate it. I don't care what you try to do. It is impossible to hate this stuff. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Hey, Jane. That is gorge. Gorge, gorge, gorge. And here's the other one. This ain't too shabby either. This one's almost dry. This is the second one I did, and it's had less puddles in it, I guess. Hello, lover. There's that lagoon up next to that turquoise in there. Oops. And all this, look how this lunar blue broke up into that peppery kind of a deal. Focus, focus, focus. There you go. Now we got it. But look at that, how it's all those little fingers and feathers. And look at this streak right in through here when you get it up close. Here's a mishmash of all kind of stuff. But look at that rose gold right in there. That's with that kyanite mixed in and the all kind of stuff going on there. Oh man. I wish you guys could see these in person. Mama like. Mama like. Listen how loud my husband talks. Good Lord. Oh, we had our 8th anniversary last night, our dinner. We went back to the scene of the crime and had dinner where we got married. It's a different place now. But it's the same location, but a different restaurant now. But it was on the water. Really pretty, but it was so daggone windy and cold, even for me, that we ended up coming back inside to eat. Tried it, but didn't make it. You know what? I'm thinking I might try to like start mounting those on these wooden things and maybe put some of those in my Etsy shop. Thanks, Brenda. And see if, I don't know. Now, what do you charge for them? That's the thing. That's where I always get screwed up. Like, yeah, I just end up giving it away. Because I like to make them, but I mean, how much wall space do I have? Thanks, Jan. Irma's dropped down to a category 2, 110 miles sustained, miles an hour. Life-threatening conditions to all of Florida. I haven't looked at that for a while, so I don't know if anything's happened with the surge other than what Kathy mentioned before. Good Lord. You know, I might do one. I'll do this in honor of Jean. Maybe some like yellows and greens I'm feeling. Oh, and look, it's my last piece of Yupo in this pad. Luckily, I have another one. I'm going to have to order more. Burning through this stuff pretty good. Get down there. I'm really liking this when I see this out of the corner of my eye. This one I just did. I'm really liking it. Really, really. Let me get some other colors in my liquids out here. Blue, deep yellow, chartreuse, lemon, oops, jungle green. Well, we'll try a little bit of this, see what we get. Okay, that's jungle green. Chartreuse. This is a bright yellow green. These are the radiant liquid watercolors. This is lemon yellow. And this I'm going to try. This is called deep yellow. This is a Peerless liquid. Oh, that almost looks like orange down there, but these are so pigmented. Maybe it is going to be orange. I do not know. All right. Guys are talking about food. I'm sitting here with my belly growling. Not good. Okay. Let's, what do I have here? I got those 4 up there. All right. Let's do, let's juice these up a little bit. Okie dokie. So let's start with.
Here comes me and my shadow.
Dave said, "Here comes me and my shadow." Babe's coming racing. Well, you guys probably heard her racing down there like some of a sort of a crazy person. All right, this is. I think this is a Schminke or a fallow yellow green or a. I don't know. I think it's a Daniel Smith. And I'm not familiar with these and how they play with the next color I'll lay down, which I don't know what that's going to be. But we shall see. How bad can it be? I need a paper towel. That's what I'm missing. Well, that's still wet. I'm going to get some gold going in here. Instead of the rose gold with this, maybe I'll put in a more yellow, traditional gold. This one's pale gold, I think.
I know what happened to that towel.
I would have guessed it would have been in the garage somewhere.
Nope.
No? Not in your truck? Or the Navigator?
Nope. Wonder
I do not believe I can help you.
I can't either. Let's go check the garage.
No kidding, Denise. Oh, she's all over him, let me tell you. Let's try this. This is jungle green. Whoa! He must not have taken her. I think this is Cascade Green. Babe, hush. Oh, look at that. Oh, let me zoom in. It's having its way with that yellow. See that just kind of going in there? This is Cascade Green. This separates into a blue and a green. Thanks, Ella. All right, let's get this different green in here. Ooh, that's pretty. This one, I think, this is chartreuse. That's what this is. Chartreuse. And let's put some. Oh, you know what? Oh, I don't know if it'll show. Well, we'll try. This is a real pretty interference color. It's like a bright Granny Smith apple green. But I don't know if it's going to show up anywhere. Unless it's against something darker, which is why I'm going up here. Listen to her crying. Cry, baby. Big sissy. Ooh, that's called deep yellow, but I would call that orange. And of course that green is going to go a little brown. But if I put metallic in there, as we've discussed, metallic baby poop is very pretty. This is really cool what's happening over here. Let's do this yellow. Whoa, that's like acid yellow. Oh, look at that green taking over. What's it doing with the yellow or the orange? whatever the hell that is. Let's get some more of this in there. Listen to her. Yappity, yappity. She must like to hear herself bark, or she's a yapper sometimes. She will talk to you. This is a green too. That one? Hey, they're out of order. That's weird. How the hell did that happen? This one's green, but a different green. This is more of a spearmint kind of green. I don't know if that's the right word to use. That's a metallic. Interesting. Let's go back to this.
I found it.
Where was it?
Right where I told you to put it. I remember telling you. It was in my backpack that I was taking over Johnny's in case we went swimming. And stuff.
Oh, yeah. Okay. See, I listened for once. Yeah, it's a very warm yellow. I'm going to pull some more of this back down in here. And that was Cascade Green. That's this one here. Look at that getting into that metallic there. See how green that is when it comes out, and it ends up like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool actually. Let's get some more gold in there. That undersea green might be too olive to go with the rest of this stuff. Green gold, maybe? Let me try a little, just a smidge of it and see what it looks like. Oh, that's not bad, but it's similar to all these. I'll just put a little smidge in there and see what happens. I can't help myself. And this, I might make this orange bigger down here since I'm running out of room. That's kind of a cool color. Cool like neato, not cool like hot and cold. All right. Let me get some, well, I'm just going to come through here with that like that and see what happens. Let's see what happens with that. And maybe take this. Oh, look, Jean. There's a lovely metallic green cocktail for you. Isn't that mesmerizing just to watch that metallic spin around in that water? I am so easily entertained. It's scary. Very scary. So there you go. Let me lift this one up. This piece of paper is kind of buckling. That Cascade Green acts kind of like the Lunar Blue does. See what that's doing? Crazy. Crazy. I can't tilt it too much right now because I got puddles everywhere. And I don't want them to run and take over. I want all that little interactions to happen all natural like. Oh, mercy. That looks pretty cool, actually. And let's see, what time is it? 6 o'clock. All right, just because I can't hardly stand it, I'm going to make one more. But let's do, that was greens and yellows. I wonder if I did, see, anything pink and red all kind of looks like the same. I don't get that light and dark like I do with my traditional colors. Traditional to me. You know what? Let's do an earth tone one. Yes, I said it. Yes, I said it, and we're going to do an 11 by 14 one. And then I'm going to sign off and go help Dave finish up and get something to eat. Yeah, I have a 7 a.m. frickin' Zoom video conference call in the morning. Shoot me now. All right, I'm going to put these away. And I have saddle brown. I think that's the only thing close to an earth tone I have in these Radiant Rains. But that's okay because I have a lot of paints that are over here, kind of earth tones. I know! CB! Plantation Kate believes they lost 70% of the homes. Oh my God. This really, I can't get that cleaned out. This is the Saddle Brown Doc Martens. I think it's tainted my eyedropper permanently. Huh. You should see this picture of all these idiots that ran out on the beach where they were seated so far. And the surge is going to come back really quick and hard when it comes back. Like, seriously? Look at that. It's like it has stained my eyedropper. Well, that's kind of pissing me off. This is a good eyedropper. Yep, still on Yupo. I think this will look really cool with the different, well, the hell with it. Then I just got a stained eyedropper, I guess. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is the eyedropper that comes with the bottle. Not my eyedropper where I withdraw some of this stuff. What an idiot. Why do you let me do that? Why do you people just let me run amok? So I have stuff like this Where was that? Oh, St. Martin's. Yeah, they got hit bad. Hey, you know, you think about it one way, like, oh, it's not too bad of a place to be stranded for a month. But if you're stranded, you probably got nothing. And that doesn't sound so fun to me. I'm going to turn this around so I can get some clean. I'm going to let that sit on there for a look. Oh, you guys can't see a damn thing I'm doing. Hang on, sorry. Just trying to prepare some paints. This is burnt bronzite. This has a shimmer in it. Okay. Oh yeah, they just said that Harvey had a very significant effect on the people there paying attention to the warnings. Okay, there's that. And let's do, what is that one called? That looks interesting. I don't know what you are, but let's have some of you. That must be, that looks like a kind of a sepia, but it granulated, so I don't think it's just sepia. Oh, do I have my zoisite in here? That's kind of a cool neutral. All right. Get that black out of my silver. That's the problem with having these half pans so close to each other. Okay, now, oh, lunar black. We got to get some lunar black in there. That will look really cool. That kind of just really heavy granulating. That'll cause some cool effects with the metallics. Okay. Linda, are you still out there? Hi, gals? Who's hi, gals? Hello, hi, gals, whoever you are. Okay, now what else do I want to do in here? Oh, some of that Aussie red. I think that's this one. Aussie red gold. Is that what that's called? That'd be pretty. I think this is the Aussie red gold. Okay, here we go. All right, let's do that. Let's get some of this bronzite. And maybe some lunar black in here to break that up. Oh, that's not what I wanted. I'm going to get some rose gold going in here. I call it rose gold. It's not rose gold. It's that stuff that I made that I think looks something like rose gold. That black's really granulating. It looks cool. Okay, and then let's get some of this dark brown in here. Ooh, look at that. Oh, that's, oh my gosh, that's going to be really pretty. where that rose gold is just wisping into that. So this is saddle brown. That's the radiant watercolor. Holy moly, you guys should see that. Let me bring you in. I don't know if that's enough to see what's happening, but all this is feathering in there. It looks really good. Holy mama. All right, let's see. What else do we have here? Earth tone. I don't know what that one is. Oh, that's bloodstone. That might look good. Where'd it go? There we go. This is bloodstone. This is one of the Primatech colors. I'll get it out there in a minute. Oh, oh my goodness. I'm going to do something in here to break up that big hunk of yellow right there. That's still wet. That'll bloom a little bit for me, I think. All right, let's get, wow. Oh my gosh. I want you to see that. I don't know if I'll show you up close with all that glare. Ah, you can't see the reflection of the metallic. This lunar black was kind of cool how this granulated. Let me try to bust up some of this in here with that. Just a little strip in there. I want to get some, this is the Kramer Furnace Black. This is a nice dark black color. Let's get something stark in here. See what happens. Look at that. Reacting with that lunar black. Ho, ho, ho. Ooh, I wish you could see what that's doing. Holy moly. All right, what else do I want to get in there? I want to get something. What's this? I don't know what this is. I think this is maybe a Quinn Gold. Doesn't look like it there, does it? Oh, no. I think this is a burnt sienna. Hell if I know. Oh, wow. That's taken over. See how that's pushing that back? When that happens, that's when all these little river and feathers and fingers and stuff just goes kind of crazy, and it looks so freaking cool. Get some more black up here. Look how that's just letting that mind blown. I'm gonna get some more. I'm gonna go straight for the this isn't the rose gold. This is the bronze, they call it, I think. Bronze? Is that what they call it? I think it's bronze. Holy macaronis. Let's get some more of that. Whatever that was. It's this one. I'm pretty sure this is Aussie red gold. 7 feet in 0 minutes. Can that be right, what you're typing there, Jean? I'll get it right in a minute. Oh, 90 minutes. Okay. Still, that's not a whole lot of time to make that kind of move if you were stupid enough to not be in the right place. I'm going to get more of this bronzite in here because that's pretty stinking awesome. Let's put you... Oh, that was blood. That was blood. This is bronzite. That's not right. I'll put a little bit down here since I got it on my brush. Ooh, look at that black. Chasing that bronzite. That was bloodstone, and that looks really cool with that rose gold. No. I'm going right back in the bronzite. That's not right. That's not what I want. I'll put that in there. Bloodstone. Bloodstone. Say it. Say it. Say it. Bloodstone. Where are you? Bloodstone. All right, that's this one. See how dark that looks at first? And it granulates, it turns out looking like this. Oh, I gotta remember to tell Dave his sister called while I was streaming. I want to get some rose gold in that. Jamie! Hello, dear. Thank you for my happy mail, Jamie. I was talking about that earlier. I appreciate it. I'm going to get another swipe of the saddle brown in here. That was delicious. Oh, shoot. I wanted that next to the bloodstone. So I did this. Oh, that's bronzite. Wow. I got to show you guys that. That's outstanding. I'm telling you. Give me some more rosy gold. Luck of the lottery, I know, right? I was hoping, not that I don't appreciate and love your happy mail, but I was hoping for the Mega Millions or Powerball or whatever that was, but no. But this is like second prize, second best. I'll take it. Wow, wow, wow. Oh my goodness. There's a little, that's a little boring right there, isn't it? Oh. Oh, this is a ballsy move. I don't know if you guys can see what's happening right here. And I don't know where this pink's coming from. It must be, I don't know. This is bronzite. This was bloodstone. And this is saddle brown liquid. watercolor. And look at these edges out here. They're bright green. Wait a minute, let me try to lift this bad boy up. Now I won't be able to move this much. But look at that fine detail of what's happening there. And down in here, see that bright green? Like, where the hell did that come from? And here's what happened with the bloodstone. That just blew apart. But look right in here. That's that lunar black. Hang on. Hold the phone. Look at that. That lunar black, like granulated like the lunar blue does. Come on, focus. It's so faint, but so much movement in it. And look what's going on up here with this bloodstone. And the rose gold in that. Telling ya. I think this one's going to look pretty stinking cool when it dries. But this one I'm going to let sit right here because I'm going to wrap it up. And I don't know, I might stream a time or two this week to kill some time while my husband is away. And because with taking care of the pups, I probably won't go over to see my mom because I can't leave the house and let them alone all day for work and then all evening. Jamie, I'm reading your question about would it work with cheap watercolors? I mean, who knows? I don't really know. It would just not be as pigmented, but I mean, you could put more on and give it a go for sure. This is quite a puddle here. I'm just thinking about dragging. Uh-oh. Maybe I shouldn't do that. Oopsie. Should leave well enough alone, Patti. Wonder if I can tip it and let it run a little bit. Okay, stop. Let it be. Let it be. I'll come back down later and take pictures of this, but this is, I might do one that's just bloodstone, burnt bronzite, saddle brown, black, and the rose gold. That has the potential to be phenomenal. Get that little blob out of there. See, I can't stand it. I'll sit here and pick at it. And this is white. We don't want that to be white. Okay. And that's white. That shouldn't be white. Move that around. And that should be whatever that is. Or this. Really give it a good eyeball. You are welcome, Judy. I'm glad you could make it over. I'll post pictures of this and people will want to know what's wrong with me. What? Are you kidding? What's happened to you? So, let's see. Did we see everything? Sort of. Oh my goodness. Wow, look at this. I can kind of show you the green one and what's happening here. Look what the orange did. But look at this cascade green where it breaks apart into the blue with the gold in it. Look at this one. Crazy. I'll do pictures and post them after it dries. Nuts, I tell you. Nuts. Are these dry now that I can show you better? Oh, these I think I kind of showed you already. Get over here. Okay. I might just paper all the walls with these and not paint. Look at that flash when it catches that rose gold. And see what I mean? How smooth it looks, the rose gold. Look at this bit in here with the lunar blue. Looks like all the movement that you can see in there. flimsy. Look at this. Look at all these fingers of stuff that happened over here. Gosh darn, that's cool. I don't know if you guys like this as much as I do, but I love this stuff. Look at this. And then here's the other one. Wow, look how ethereal and wispy and cloud-like this smoothness looks over here with that. Still got, it's wet. It's not a puddle anymore. Wow. Look at that. And look right here down the middle. I'm telling you, you can't hate this stuff, people. You can't hate it. All right, I'm going to sit this down. I'm going to go spend some time with my husband. And I might see you guys again before next weekend. Thank you for hanging with me. What kind of sealer or varnish did you... Oh, I used a spray. I'll show you what it is, Jamie. Hang on. And I sealed a bunch of other ones, and they came out really nice, actually. So here's the board. I glued one to one of these panels and put some corrugated stuff that let me zoom back out. Zoom in, zoom out, zoom in. Hang on. Just to trim it up. But see how shiny the Yupo is now? That's dry. That's this spray. Krylon Kmar varnish. And it tells you right here, see right there in the middle of the screen, watercolor. But I that's what I sprayed this Yupo piece with. Stop, focus, where are you? Hello? What's happening? Seriously, there we go. And this, you can tell a little bit, Jamie, this also is one of these cradle boards, but this is watercolor right on a gesso board. And then I sprayed it, but you see that sheen? It's got that sheen on it from this varnish. Right? So, I really do like this. Mama likey. All right, guys, I'm going to sign it off. I'm going to say goodbye to YouTube. I'm going to save my video. Hang on, guys. Get this out of harm's way. Bye, YouTube.